Subscribe IN News English YouTube channel to all the big news of the world. Marvel Studios and Sony's Spider-Man 3 is rumored to be bringing back Charlie Cox as Daredevil. Cox debuted as the Man Without Fear in the first Marvel Cinematic Universe TV spin-off released on Netflix, Daredevil. He returned to reprise the role through Daredevil Season 3, and joined the team-up of other New York City-based superheroes in The Defenders. Daredevil was cancelled after Season 3 in late 2018, but Marvel Studios had to wait 2 years for the character's rights to revert back before they could use Matt Murdock in their own projects. Now, Marvel and Sony's Spider-Man 3 is currently filming and, based on reports, is stacking up a massive supporting cast pulling not only from the MCU, but past Spider-Man franchises. Reportedly, Jamie Foxx is back as Electro, after playing the villain in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 opposite Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker. More recently, it was reported that Alfred Molina is returning as Doctor Octopus, who he played in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 opposite Tobey Maguire's wall-crawling superhero. Additionally, Garfield is reportedly coming back for Spider-Man 3, while Maguire is in talks to return as well. In addition to Benedict Cumberbatch appearing as Doctor Strange, it seems Spider-Man 3 is including another NYC-based MCU hero. Today, Murphy's Multiverse reports Cox is returning as Matt Murdock aka Daredevil in Spider-Man 3. According to the site's sources, the deal has been in place for months. For now, this rumor should be taken with a grain of salt as Murphy's Multiverse is still a relatively new site, though they have proven to have trustworthy sources in certain cases. Still, neither Marvel nor Sony nor Cox himself have confirmed Daredevil's return for Spider-Man 3. Murphy's Multiverse's report doesn't indicate how Cox's Daredevil may fit into the story of Spider-Man 3, but it's long been speculated that the Man Without Fear's alter ego, the lawyer Matt Murdock, may come to the aid of Tom Holland's Peter Parker. Holland's last solo Spidey movie ended with him being unmasked by the MCU's J. Jonah Jameson, with J.K. Simmons returning to a revamped version of the role he played in Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. Although Mysterio, Jake Gyllenhaal, died, he pulled some strings to have Jameson report Spider-Man killed Mysterio and out Peter Parker as the wall-crawling superhero's alter ego. This occurred in the Spider-Man Far From Home post-credits scene and set up the MCU's Spider-Man 3. Having Murdock help Peter as a lawyer would perhaps be the most obvious way for Marvel Studios to officially bring Daredevil into the MCU, with the potential to spin him back out into a solo movie or TV show. Since Netflix's Daredevil show was created by Marvel TV, a separate branch in Marvel Entertainment to Marvel Studios, it wasn't as connected to the larger MCU as the upcoming Marvel Studios produced Disney Jode series will be. As such, any future show or movie starring Cox as Daredevil would be much more connected than the character's previous outing, which is an exciting prospect. If this rumor proves to be true, Cox's Daredevil could team up with Spider-Man, a crossover many have wanted for years. That said, whether Daredevil does show up in Spider-Man 3 and what his MCU future is still remains to be seen until more confirmation arrives.